Hey guys, welcome to another behind the scenes look at Common Man Cocktails, and today we're going to finally taste our Melon Liqueur that we created. We were trying to emulate something, although I'm doubting it will be just like it, but something that could substitute for Midori if you can't get Midori or you can't afford Midori. So we took our honeydew melon, we had food processed it, added some sugar and whatnot in the recipe, and created this food coloring. And the real question people have been asking is, hey, did you test that yet? I think we created it in August. Still hadn't gotten a pure tasting done after I filtered it not even that long ago. So I wanted to get that out of the way. A few housekeeping tips up first. Let's talk about awesomedrinks.com. So I had posted on Facebook saying awesomedrinks.com might have some issues because they didn't seem to be fulfilling orders, and somebody had messaged me saying they hadn't got their order. They went to the Better Business Bureau, and there was all these alerts about them, and they couldn't find them, and there was no way to contact them, so everybody assumed that they ran away. They responded in Facebook and said, no, everything's cool. They called back the person in question, and everything's been settled. So anybody who's seen that, my main fear was that if awesomedrinks.com was doing something bad or gone, that could affect me, because I often refer people there for drink cups like this lowball glass. So still, everydaydrinkers.com/awesome will bounce you over to there and give me credit for it if you're still looking for some glassware, especially for the holidays. So what I want to do is this. I think I had something else to say, but I'll figure it out as we go. Can't remember what it was. Oh, everydaydrinkers.com redesign's been done. I also added into the show, because I have been noticing a lot of people on YouTube mainly who just comment for the sake of commenting, first, second, third, and it annoys some people. So what I thought I'd do is do a question of the day. Every day I ask a question, so people don't have to write first or second, they can answer it. Give us feedback about the question. I asked Gary Vaynerchuk over at winelibrary.com, where he originally did Wine Library TV. He did the question of the day, and I said, hey, can I steal that from you? And he was cool with it. He said, yeah, go ahead. So I'm going to go ahead. For now, let's work on Midori. I don't even have to tell you which one's Midori. I could tell just from the aroma. You don't even have to see, but there is a difference in color. One is, I turn on the light so you can see the color. The Midori is more of a, I want to say a lighter green, where this is more of a richer dark green. So there's definitely a color variant. Midori, super sweet, very silky. No, there is some burn in the finish. After the sweetness starts to subside, you get a little bit of that burn. 20% ABV though, so half that of vodka. My base is vodka, so it's going to be a little more potent, probably a little less sweet. Midori has a distinct smell that you can call Melon Liqueur. I call Midori because it's so distinct. Mine does not have that. Mine smells like, if you had, I gotta think of something that doesn't have a lot of scent to it. Maybe a box or something, minus the cardboard smell. And you cut a honeydew melon and left it open for a little while and let that aroma build in there. It's got that, like it's just very natural honeydew as opposed to the distinct qualities of Midori. Unfortunately, I kind of like the Midori quality. This just smells like a melon in a melon liqueur, but I'm trying to make something that could be an alternative to Midori. Much more body and thickness. I'm going to even say it's even more silky smooth than Midori. It is missing some of its sweetness. Definitely, if Midori was like, say, on sweetness factor, I wouldn't put it up there with butterscotch schnapps, but maybe like, if butterscotch schnapps was like the 10, I think Midori would fall in around 7.5 to 8. This is more like a 5 in sweetness. I'm going to have to get some second opinions on this, because when I first tasted it, in my original tasting, just out of the bottle while I was still waiting for the filtration process, it wasn't even filtered yet, it had a little more, almost like an acrylic plasticky flavor, and some people had said it tastes a little weird. I'm not getting that anymore, and I don't know why. So maybe I'm going to have some more people try this out. But through and through, it's a melon liqueur. Not nearly as bad as I thought. I originally was hesitant. It's good. Not as sweet. If you find Midori is a little sickening and sickening sweet to where you almost get that bellyache if you have too much of it, I think you'll be a little better off with this, because this is more of a vodka meets a Midori flavor. Almost maybe even a Midori vodka, but there's like no alcohol flavoring. I'm not getting any potency in here. In terms of the burn, it's so much more mild than a vodka would be, and it's been diluted down with actual fruit. But it does not taste like Midori. I don't know. Ooh, there's even almost a little medicine flavor in there after having this. I don't know. I'm torn because they're so distinctly different, but this is still so natural. There's something natural about it that's just very nice and very thick-bodied and flavorful. So if you've made the recipe or you're contemplating waiting to make the recipe until you get my results, I think it's a worthwhile spirit. Will it substitute in a cocktail? That might be different. We'll have to try that and see. I think it might be a little less sweet, so a Midori, melon ball or something might not have that same cut, that same kick that the melon ball has. I don't know. We'll have to see. But there you go. Nothing else really to talk about just yet, I don't think. Again, if you've not been to everydaydrinkers.com recently, it has been fully redesigned. I'm trying to organize it with menus for categories so people can easily get to things we've done. Like this video will be in the behind the scenes category, while featured on the homepage, of course. And I'm going to be merging .tv and .com together. So if you have an account on .tv, it will probably go away. You can log into .com, you can register, you can also link with Facebook and use your Facebook credentials to do your original login and get all your information that way. So an alternative for those Facebook fans out there. So there you go. Well, hope you guys liked it. Finally got it done. We're teaching you how to make Midori-like alternatives.